Nice and easy. So this is just the formula sheet, you know, sequence formula, circles, vectors, trigonometry, differentiation, kinematics, and statistics. Moving right along. So this question, all right. Now most of them are repeat questions from previous years. It says if x minus 2 is a factor, we did this already. You just need to check which of them when you plug in x equal 2. Just need to check which one when you plug in x equal 2, you get 0. All right, so when you plug x equal 2 in the first one, you're going to get 0. So x minus 2 is a factor for this one. This is a repeat question. Nice. This one right here, we have a plus b plus 3c minus 3b minus ac. You need to group like terms, so you can go ahead and maybe you want to group ab with minus 3b. Then you can group 3c with minus ac. Let me rewrite the order. I'm going to write it as minus ac plus 3c. Then you can factor out b, factor out b here. I have a minus 3, close the bracket. Right here, so I'm going to then factor out c, actually minus c. Then I'm going to have a minus 3. So this works out to be a minus 3 times b minus c. Nice and easy. So that is going to be a minus 3b minus c is option D. All right, easy. Next question says, they give you a quadratic and ask you to put it in this form. Clearly a is 1. A is the coefficient of x squared. So a equal 1. All right. Now we need to find h. To find h is b over 2a. H is equal to b, which is negative 6. Negative 6 over 2 times a, which is 2 times 1. And so what you're getting for h? You're getting h is negative 3. H is negative 3. Now, even without working it out, because we're getting h is negative 3, there's only one answer with negative 3, so you don't even need to work out k. H is negative 3. Negative 3 is option B. It's the only one with negative 3. That's it. Moving along. Question 4. The roots of the equation are, to work out the roots, you need to find the discriminant. The discriminant is b squared, so it's going to be minus 6 squared minus 4 times a times c. So it's minus 4 times 3 times negative 5. Now what you're going to get is 6 squared is 36. Then minus or minus give you plus, so then it becomes plus. That's 4 times 3 is 12 times 5 is 60. So 60 plus 36 is 96, which is greater than 0. And so the roots are real and distinct. Easy. Next question. Find the values of x such that x plus 15 all squared equals 64x. To solve this equation, all you have to do first is bring over, well, expand the square first. If you expand the square, you're going to get x squared plus 30x plus 15 squared is 225. That's x squared plus 30x plus 225, and that is equal to 64x. Now, you always want everything to one side. So what are we going to do? We're going to bring over the 64x to the other side. So we're going to rewrite it as x squared. 30x minus 64x is minus 34x plus 225 equals 0. Now what you're going to ask yourself is, when you're factorizing, you're going to ask yourself, All right. Looking at it, which two number of times them I get 34, but when I times them I get 225, but when I add them I get 34. This look like 25 and 9. And signs are the same, both of them negative. So minus, minus. This is x and this is x. And so that means the answer going to be x equal 9 or x equal 25. To check your answer, you can try it. When you put in 9, 9 plus 15 is 24. So you get 24 squared. And 64 times 9 is the same thing. So this is the answer. All right, this is a repeat question. We know this was option B. This is a repeat. This is a repeat from 2014. We did that already. All right. Next one says 3x plus 2 greater than x minus 2. We subtract x from both sides to get 2x plus 2 is greater than minus 2. And then you can add, or you can subtract 2 from both sides to get 2x is greater than negative 4. Then you divide 2 by 2 to get x is greater than minus 2. X is greater than minus 2. That's option D. Easy question, no worries, soft. Question 8. It says functions f and g are defined by f of x is 2x minus 5, g of x is 4 plus 3 over x. And they want us to find g of f of x. Want us to find g of f of x. So all we're going to do is plug f into g. Plug in f into g, what we're going to get is 4 plus 3 over f of x. But what is f of x? F of x is 2x minus 5. So what you're going to have to do is join it as one fraction. So you go back to prep school days. In prep school, you learn to do what? Find the LCM. So find the LCM, man. So 1 into 2x minus 5 goes 2x minus 5. So you multiply 4 times 2x minus 5, you're going to get 8x minus 4 times minus 5 is negative 20. And they add in 3 plus 3. But then negative 20 plus 3 is negative 17. So clearly is option A. Easy, soft. Question 9. Given that f of x is x squared plus 4x minus 21, find the range of f of x. The range of f of x is going to be, all you need to do is pretty much find the y value at the turning point. The y value at the turning point pretty much complete the square. So finding the y value at the turning point is going to be the k value. Is always the k value is y value at the turning point. K value can be found by 4ac. So it's 4 times 1 times negative 21. 4ac minus b squared. So it's minus 4 squared over 4a, which is over 4. You work that out and you're going to get k. So what we're going to get is 4 times 1 times negative 21 minus 4 squared divided by 4, and you're going to get negative 25. And so f of x is greater than or equal to negative 25. This is it. Easy, soft. All right. Because if I were to sketch the quadratic, just to show you how this looks, the quadratic would look something like this. Just to pass through negative 21. This is how it looks, something like this, right? And this y value is negative 25. All right, that's negative 25. That's the lowest point. The function ranges from negative 25 going up. Because the y-axis at minus 21. Next question, moving along. It says m of x is 5 plus 2x. Then what is m of 4 minus 2a? So m of x is 5 plus 2x. And so what that means then is, what you're going to do is, of course, you're going to plug in x as 4 minus 2a. So what we're going to get is 5 plus, replace x with 4 minus 2a. So you're going to get 2 times 4 minus 2a. And what that's going to work out to be is 5 plus 2 times 4. 2 times 4 is 8. 5 plus 8 is 13. 5 plus 8 is 13. And then 2 times minus 2 is minus 4. So you get minus 4a. So this is 13 minus 4a, which is option D. Nice and easy, soft. Moving right along. All right. Now question 11. Question 11 says f of x is 2 times x plus 3 plus 5. Find f inverse. Well, they're trying to make this question challenging, but it can't be. Look at this, just expanding the 2, that's what I would do. Rewrite f of x as y, and so what they're saying is y is equal to 2 times x is really 2x over 3, and then 2 times 5 is 10, so that's really plus 10. Now what you need to do is interchange x and y, so replace y with x and x with y. So you're going to get x is equal to 2y over 3 plus 10, and then you need to make back y the subject. So you subtract 10 from both sides, so you get x minus 10. We're getting x minus 10, and then x minus 10 is 2y over 3. And so you can cross multiply the 3 now. So this is 2y, and I cross multiply the 3 to get 3 on the outside here. And after that, then I divide both sides by 2. Divide both sides by 2. Divide both sides by 2. And so y, the inverse is 3x minus 10 over 2. That's the inverse, 3x minus 10 over 2. All right, so let me see which one of these is that. So they didn't make the answer look just like this. X. This is really 3x minus 30 over 2. All right, let's try and see which one is the same. So we're just going to simplify this right here. And so I'm going to rewrite it as 3x minus 30, when I expand in the 3 over 2. And that's simplified to be 3x over 2 minus 15. 3x over 2 minus 15. And then I can factor out 3, or I can factor out, let me see, 3x minus 15 over 2. Which one? Why they didn't write it like this? So most of them have x over 2. All right, so we're gonna factor out. So 15. So that means I can leave it from here, 3x minus 30 over 2. And then I'm gonna factor out 3. I'm gonna factor out 3. If I factor out 3, it's still x minus 10. Oh, okay, that's nice, that's nice. This is what they did. Okay, so this is 3 times, of course, x over 2 minus 5. All right, nice, that was a lovely one. This is 3 times x minus 2 over 5, because the minus 10 over 2 is minus 5. That's not bad. That's not bad. That wasn't bad at all. That was a good one. Now this question, find the value of x in this equation. This is just laws of indices. Laws of indices, so we have 3 to the 1 is multiplied by 3 to the 27 is 3 cube. So it's going to be 3 cubed times 2x. I don't want it to look so close. So this is 3 cubed times 2x, and that's equal to 9 to the x. 9 to the x is 3 squared times x. So that's 3 to the 2x, that is 9. So then whenever the bases are the same, we can add the powers. So what can we do now? Well, what we can then say now is 1. What we can say now then is 1 plus 3 times 2x is 6x. So 1 plus 6x is equal to 2x. That's what we're solving. So when we bring over 6x over here, what we're getting is 1 is equal to negative 4x. And if 1 is negative 4x, then x is negative a quarter. Option A, nice and easy, soft. Moving along. Find out what is this. This is a repeat question. I think it was this one. Well, since I can't remember if it's a repeat question, let's do it. This is 3 to the 1 times, that mean times, 27 is 3 cubed, so it's 3 cubed, then it's being times by n. But the pi root is really to the 1 over pi. That's the pi root. Everything is raised to the 1 over pi, 1 over n. All right? This is raised to the 1 over n. So then what does that do? So what we're going to get then is this works out to be 3 to the, this is pi by the way, I know it looks weird. This is 3 to the 1 plus 3m over pi. Nice and easy, soft. That is option C. Easy question, soft. Moving right along. Solve for the value of x. To solve for the value of x, all right, this is a repeat question. I think it was minus a half. Yes, it was. This is a repeat from 2015. Big repeat. This is from 2016. Write that down. 2016 repeat. 2016, 2014. 2014 repeat. 2014 repeat. So we don't need to look at that. All right. And you can even check it. You can put x as minus a half plus 1, and 4 to that is just going to give you the 2. You can check it. That's a repeat question. All right. Now looking at question 15, it says a log of 2 to the x cubed is 6. Then what is the value of x? So to find the value of x, we know that the number x cubed is equal to the base of 2. It's equal to the base of 2 to the 6. That's what we know by definition of logarithm. That x cubed is equal to 2 to the 6. 2 to the 6 is 64. And so x cubed is 64. If x cubed is 64, all we need to do is divide through. Well, we need to cube root them. Cube root, and so x equal 4. 4 cubed is 64, I think. Yes, that is true. Easy question. Now this question says alpha and beta are the roots of this equation. What is the value of alpha plus beta all squared? First thing is alpha plus beta is equal to minus b over a. So it's going to be negative 3 over 1. And so to find what is alpha plus beta square, you just need to square what is negative 3 over 1. Negative 3 over 1 square is 9. Easy question, soft. Next one asks, what is the common ratio? The common ratio is T2 divided by T1. And so the common ratio right here is just 12 divided by 8. That's the common ratio. 12 divided by 8 is 2 into this, 4 into this, 2 times, 4 into 12, 3 times. So that look like 3 over 2. 3 over 2, which is option C. Nice and easy, soft. No issues there. Moving right along. Question 18. Big repeat question. This is 600. All right. This is a repeat question. This comes almost every year. This is a repeat from, I think it was 2013. All right, we've done that countless amount of time. So check out the previous workings. Question 19. For the arithmetic series, what is the nth term? Now, to find the nth term, first thing we have to know is that the common difference d, we can all see that the common difference, -7 minus -12 is 5. And so therefore the nth term is going to be a, which is -12, plus n minus 1 times d. So it's -12 plus 5 times n minus 1. And so the nth term is just going to be -12 plus 5n minus 5. But -12 minus 5 is -17, so it's 5n minus 17, which is option A. Easy question, soft, no issues. Moving right along. Next question says, question 20. You have the first 4 terms of a geometric progression, and they said the sum to infinity is, to find the sum to infinity, first we need to find the common ratio r. The common ratio r is t2, 200 divided by t1, 500. Did that, you get 0.4. Good. Now how do we find the sum? Sum to infinity is equal to a divided by 1 minus r. And so what we're going to get for the sum is, the first term is 500, and 500 is going to be divided by 1 minus 0.4, which is 0.6. So we get 500 divided by 0.6. Put that in a calculator. You're going to get 2,500 over 3. Easy, soft, capital T. Next question. Find where these two lines intersect. Simultaneous equation. To do this, first thing I would do is substitute the line y equal 2x minus 7 into this line. So you're going to have x plus 3 times y, where you're putting y now as 2x minus 7. And remember, this is now equal to 7. So go ahead, we get x plus 6x minus 21 is equal to 7. So what we're going to get now is, continuing, x plus 6x is 7x. And then you can bring over the minus 21 over here. So you get equal 28, and so x equal 4. If x is equal to 4, you can find a y value. And so y is equal to, plug 4 in here, it's 8 minus 7, which is 1. Done. That's option A. Nice and easy. It says, a circle has center 3 minus 2 and a radius of 4. Find the equation of C. So they want the general form of the equation. All right. So to do this, we learned to put it in standard form. It's going to be x minus 3 all square, x minus 3 all square plus y plus 2 all square is equal to r square. That's how we learn to put it in the general, in the standard form first. All right, and so it's x minus 3 all square plus y plus 2 all square is equal to r square, which is equal to 16. Cool. What we're going to do now is just expand this bracket. What we're going to get then is x squared minus 3x That's what you get, minus 3x. Then you get plus 9. Then on this side, you're going to get plus y squared plus 4y plus 4 equals 16. 4y plus 4, and that's equal to 16. Easy. And then you just look which one is this. Now I know that 9 and 4 is 13. And so when I bring over 16, I'm going to get minus 3. So I'm looking for one that have x squared. Oh, it should have been 6x. Minus 6x. I expanded that. Wrong right there. Minus 6x. So I'm looking for x squared plus y squared minus 6x plus 4y minus 3 equals 0. That's this. When you simplify this, you would get option C when you simplify it. Next thing, two vectors are equal if and only if they have the same magnitude and direction. So they must have the same magnitude and same direction. That's option B. Easy question. Solved. All right, 25 is a big repeat question. That's 1 over 13 times 5i plus 12j. All right, this is a repeat of 2014. All right, this one is also another repeat. This is a repeat of 2014, and we found that these two vectors were perpendicular. All right, not reworking repeat questions, those are perpendicular. Question 27. Question 27, it says sine 150 over cos 150, and sine over cos is tan, just the tan of 150. Tan of 150 is negative 1 over root 3. Easy. Next question, 28, want us to find angle x. We know that angles in a triangle sum to 180, so it's going to be 110 plus 34. When you add that up, you get 144. Is that true? 110 plus 34 is 144. Then we subtract it now, so x is 180 minus 144, which is 36. So that is x, but they want the answer in radians. And so x is going to be equal to 36. And you're dividing that by 180. And when you divide it by 180, what do we get? 36 over 180 is 1 over 5. So that will definitely give us 1 over 5 is pi by 5. Pi by 5. That is option A. Easy question. Solved. Question 29. Which of the following graphs represent y equals sine x? Well, all you need to do is this. Look which one give the correct thing in the sense that this, we know that the sine of 0 is 0. The sine, why is that happening? The sine, why is it in white? Color need to be in red. Let's keep it at red. We know the sine of 0 is equal to 0. Since the sine of 0 is equal to 0, guess what? This out, because this one is telling us the sine of 0 is 1. This out, this out. So the only answer is option D. Easy. This is a repeat question, but can't remember the solution, so we'll work it out again. Find the smallest possible angle for which this is true. Now look at this. This part, ignore this, because cos theta minus 2 is 0. Cos of theta can't equal 2. So you're only going to solve this part. Solving that part, what you're going to get is 2 cos theta minus 1 equals 0, which leads to the cos of theta equal a half. If cos theta equal a half, then you just find cos inverse of a half, And cos inverse of a half is, you write that 2 better, cos of theta is a half. And so theta must be equal to cos inverse of a half. You put that in a calculator, cos inverse of a half, and you get pi by 3. It's pi by 3. So the cos of pi by 3 is a half. Easy question, soft. Moving along. It says the sine of alpha minus 45. Well, look at this. The sine of alpha minus 45. So it has to be 1 over root 2. First and foremost, it has to be 1 over root 2. Because the sine of 45 is 1 over root 2. So these two out already. Why? These out because the sine of 45 is 1 over root 2. The sine of 45 is 1 over root 2. So automatically, you know, so those with the half are out. Sine of 45 is 1 over root 2. Easy. And so those two out. But then this one of cos, then minus sine, but that's not true. So this A. What is 4 pi by 5 in radians? That's 144. This is a big repeat question. It's a repeat. All right. That's a big repeat question. This is a repeat from, which year was this? I think 2013. All right. If sine theta is 5 over 13 and theta is obtuse, what is the tan of theta? It's always good when you get one picture of one. So if the angle obtuse clearly in the second quadrant, all right, and so draw a triangle in the second quadrant. This is theta. Sine theta is 5. Hypotenuse is 30. So that means that this side is negative 12. And so that means that the tan of theta is going to be opposite. So the tan of theta is opposite 5 over adjacent negative 12. So it's 5 over negative 12. Option B, soft. Easy. Next question, this is a big repeat. It's 2 over sine x. This is a repeat from 2013. Repeat from 2013. Soft. Question 35. Differentiate this. To differentiate this expression, all you really need to know is, all right, so we're going to be differentiating this. All right, so we're going to be differentiating this. All you really know is, you just need to know that the square root is to the half power, so we can rewrite this as 7x squared plus 4, 7x squared plus 4 raised to the half power. And so that will be equal to, you carry down the power, so we're going to differentiate this, by the way. So I'm going to make sure I write d by dx of this. So this is what we're going to differentiate. So we carry down the power, carry down the half. We subtract 1 from the power, which is then going to be 7x squared plus 4 to the minus half. And then we multiply it by the derivative inside the bracket, which is 14x. So multiply it by 14x. When you multiply it by 14x, we know that 14x times a half is 7x. So you end up going to get 7x. And then this to the minus half, you can draw a line and put a square root. And anything to the minus half is square root in the denominator, so it's divided by 7x squared plus 14. divided by 7x squared plus 14. Oh, that's 4 plus 4. So that's the answer. 7x over square root of 7x squared plus 4. Easy. This question says, at the point 7, 4 on the curve, dy by dx is 0. So this is a stationary point. And they said dy by dx squared is -5, which is less than 0. And so it is a maximum turning point. Maximum turning point. Easy. Once it's less than 0, maximum turning point. Easy question, no sugar, soft. Next question. It says, why did that undo itself? Maximum turning point. Moving along. It says, given that y equal cos 2x, what is dy by dx? When you differentiate cos, you get minus sine. You get minus sine. When you differentiate cos, you get minus sine 2x. And then you multiply that by the derivative of 2x, which is 2. So that's minus 2 sine 2x. Easy question, soft. All right, question 38. Y is equal to x squared over x plus 3. Find dy by dx. dy by dx is going to be equal to, you're going to have to use quotient rule. You're going to have to use quotient rule. So using quotient rule, let's put the line here. It's going to be, you start with the bottom, which is x plus 3, times the differential of the top, which is 2x, minus the top, which is x squared, times the derivative of the bottom, which is 1, over the bottom square, which is x plus 3 all squared. Now, if you notice, what's going to happen is you're going to get 2x times x is 2x squared plus 6x minus x squared over x plus 3 all squared. All right, nice. So this is what we get. But then now, this 2x squared minus x squared, that just leave x squared. So you're just gonna left back with x squared plus 6x over x squared plus 6x over x plus 3 all squared over your denominator. The denominator is x plus 3 all squared. So we're looking for that now. Which one is going to give us this? Now, the only one I see that is giving us this, this is coming out real awful. The only one I see that is giving us this is this one, option D. Nice, easy question. Next question says, the curve C with an equation y equal f of x as stationary point minus 2, 5. If f double prime is x to the 4th minus 50, then minus 2, 5 is what type of turning point? They tell us that it's a stationary point. So now we need to check what is the second derivative. So f prime prime of, when you plug in -2, that's going to be equal to -2 to the 4th power is 8. 8 minus 15 is -7. And so -7 is less than 0. And so it is a maximum turning point. Maximum turning point. Easy. It tells us now the next part that the integral from 2 to a of 6 plus 3x is 72. What is a? When you integrate 6, you're going to get 6x. When you integrate 3, you're going to get 3x squared over 2. And they tell us that the integral from 2 to a, make it equal 72. So that means what we need to do is plug in a. Plugging in a, what we're going to get is 6a plus 3a squared over 2. And then now you need to plug in 2. So minus plug in 2. 6 times 2 is 12 plus 3 times 2 squared over 2. So this works out to be 18 equals 72. And so you end up with a quadratic. So we're going to solve this quadratic now. That's how I end up get a quadratic to solve. Solving this quadratic, I'm going to bring over the 72 to get minus 90 equals 0. And then I'm going to multiply through by 2. I'm going to multiply through by 2 in the next line. We have 3a squared over 2. 3a squared over 2 plus 6a. I'm going to multiply through by 2. Multiplying through by 2, I'm going to get 3a squared. 3a squared plus 6a times 2 is 12a. Multiply 90 times 2, I get minus 180. And that is, of course, equal to 0. And then I divide through by 3. Dividing through by 3, what I'm going to get is a squared plus 4a. A squared plus 4a minus 180 over 3 is what? 60. I think that is 60. So that is equal to 0. Then you're going to solve for a. To solve for a, you factorize. Signs are different. The greater product positive. Which two number when you times them you get 60. When you add them you get 4. Let me see. 10 and 6. 10 and 6. And signs are different. The greater product positive. So that's plus 10. This is minus 6. That is a. And this is a. And so that means a equals 6. All right, that is true. A equals 6. Because a can be negative 10. So a equals 6. All right, nice. So you can check it. If you put 6 here, you get 6 times 6 plus 3 times 6 squared divided by 2. Then you subtract 18. So yeah, that's right. A is 6. Moving right along. To find the volume. Now, I just want to write down the formula always that volume is equal to pi times the integral of y squared dx. That's how we find volume. Pi times the integral of y squared dx. This is y, and so in this case, y squared would be equal to x to the 4. Y squared would be x to the 4. So volume is pi times the integral from 0 to 1 of x to the 4. Easy, soft, nice. The next one now, the integral of this is add 1 to the power, so you get 2x minus 5. When you add 1 to the power, 3 plus 1 is indeed 4. Then you divide it by the power of 4, multiplied by the differential of what's in the bracket, which is 2. 4 times 2 is 8. And so it is option C. Nice and easy, soft. Next question, 43. If y is equal to 3x squared plus cos x, what's the integral of y? When you integrate 3x squared, you get add 1 to the power. So that would become 3x squared. Plus 1 becomes 3, divided by the new power of 3. And then when you integrate cos x, you get sine. So then you get plus sine x. But 3 over 3 cancel and say let's get x cubed plus sine x. Is option B. Soft. Next question. What is the integral of 1 plus x squared from 1 to 2? When you integrate 1, you get x. When you integrate x, you get x squared over 2. And when you integrate x squared, you get x cubed over 3. X cubed over 3. And you're integrating from 1 to 2. Nice and easy, soft. All right, so you put that in right there now. And so what you get is plugging in 2. So we're going to plug in 2. When you plug in 2, you get 2 plus 2 square over 2 is 4 over 2, which is 2 plus, we plug in 2 here, 2 cubed is 8. So that's 8 over 3. That's all of that. And then we're going to subtract. When we plug in 1, that's 1 plus a half plus 1 over 3. 1 plus a half plus 1 over 3. Nice and easy. So that is what we have. And so what we're going to get is, this works out to be 2 plus 2 is 4. So we get 4 plus 8 over 3. And then we subtract 1 plus a half plus 1 over 3. And so I get 4 and 5 over 6. That's what you're supposed to get when you put it in the calculator. 4 and 5 over 6. Easy question. Soft. Moving along. The region R is enclosed by the x-axis and the curve y equal minus x squared plus 2. The lines x equals 0 and x equal 1. Find the area of R. So the area R is just going to be equal to the integral of minus x squared plus 2. And so we're integrating minus x squared plus 2. And of course, we're integrating from 0 to 1. Since we're integrating from 0 to 1, what we're going to get is minus x cubed over 3 plus 2x. And we're integrating from 0 to 1. From 0 to 1. So when you plug in 1, what you're going to get is minus 1 over 3 plus 2 times 1 plus 2 times 1, which is 2. 2 minus 1 over 3 is 5 over 3. That takes care of this paper. Nice and easy, soft, with a capital T. Nice. All right, I hope you had as much fun as I did, and stay tuned for more.